Hello dear students, welcome on All Exam Katta YouTube channel. I am Professor Kavita Ghuge. In last video we have seen the CTET 2023 exam pattern. अगर आपको CTET 2020 exam pattern जानना है तो प्लीज़ आप मेरा last video देख सकते हो. Today we are going to see the detailed syllabus of the paper 1. First of all हमने exam pattern देखा जिसमें हमें हमारे exam के related जो भी planning करनी है study की वो हम अच्छे से कर सके. Now for the best result, we are going to discuss regarding the CTET syllabus 2023 for the paper first. In this section, we have covered the subject-wise detailed syllabus as released by the CBSE for the CTET, Central Teacher Eligibility Test. It is important for the candidates who are giving the exam and who are going to appear in the upcoming CTET exam to be updated with the latest syllabus to save both time as well as hard work. It means that we have to do the smart study. Bookmark this page for CTET syllabus and cover the syllabus topic wise. Let's see detailed structure. In which form we have to see subject wise or topic wise with questions and marks. CTET paper first syllabus 2023, which includes the syllabus from class standard 1st to class standard 5th. In that, let's see subject, questions and marks. We have already seen in the paper first there are 150 MCQs for 150 marks. Now that 150 MCQs paper 1 are divided into 5 sections. Out of that 5 sections, let's see the first section, which is nothing but the child development and the pedagogy, which is for the 30 questions and 30 marks. It means that for each question there is the 1 mark. In the next is second is nothing but the language first 30 question 30 marks, language second 30 question 30 marks, fourth is mathematics 30 question 30 marks, and fifth is nothing but the environmental studies 30 question 30 marks. The paper first exam of CTET is an online exam testing a candidate on the basis of their language first and second, child development and pedagogy, mathematics and environmental studies. These 5 sections. Let's have a look at the CTET syllabus 2023 for the primary stage. Primary stage means it includes the syllabus from the class 1st to class 5th. In that, first is the child development and pedagogy syllabus, and in which there will be the 30 questions for 30 marks. In that, which topics we have to discuss, let's see one by one. Child development and primary school, which is for the 15 questions. In that, first is the concept of development and its relationship with learning, principles of the development of children, influence of heredity and environment, socialization processes. It includes social world and children, teacher, parent, peers. Piaget, Kohlberg and Vygotsky, which includes constructs and critical perspectives, concepts of child-centered and progressive education, critical perspective of the construct of the intelligence, multidimensional intelligence, language and thought. Such again it will include gender as a social construct which is depends on the gender roles, gender bias, educational practice, individual differences among the learners, understanding difference based on the diversity of the language, caste, gender, community, religion, etc. The distinction between the assessment for the learning and assessment of the teaching, school based assessment, continuous and comprehensive evaluation, perspective and practice, formulating appropriate questions for assessing readiness level of the learners, for enhancing learning and critical thinking in the classroom, and for the assessing learner achievements. All these points are for the 30 questions for 30 marks. Concept of inclusive education and understanding children with special needs. 5 questions. Addressing learners from diverse backgrounds including disadvantaged and deprived, addressing the needs of the children with learning difficulties, impairment, etc. addressing talent, addressing the talented, creative, specially abled learners. These topics are for the 5 marks, on which 5 questions will be asked on the CTAT. Now next 10 questions remaining, in which learning and pedagogy. On the learning and pedagogy, there will be the 10 questions for the 10 marks. How children think and learn, how and why children fail to achieve the success in the school performance, basic processes of teaching and learning, children's strategies of the learning, learning as a social activity, social context of the learning, child as a problem solver and a scientific investigator, alternative conceptions of learning in children, understanding children's errors as a significant steps in the learning process, cognition and emotions, motivation and learning, factors contributing to learning, personal and environmental. These are all included in the children development and their contents. On that topic, in that section, 30 questions are there for and 30 marks are there. Now let's see next, which is nothing but the language first syllabus for 30 questions. Now bifurcation of that 30 question, let's see. First is nothing but the language comprehension for the 15 questions, means 15 marks. In that, reading unseen passages, 2 passages, 1 prose or drama and 1 poem with questions on comprehension, interference, grammar and verbal ability. Prose passage may be literary, scientific, narrative or discursive. It is depends on that. On that only 15 questions are there. Now remaining 15 questions are depends on pedagogy of the language development for the 15 questions. In that, what will include? Learning and acquisition, principles of the language teaching, role of listening and speaking, function of the language and how children use it as a tool, a critical perspective on the role of grammar in learning a language for communicating ideas verbally and in written form. Challenges of teaching languages in a diverse classroom, language difficulties, errors and disorders, language skills, evaluating language comprehension and proficiency, speaking, listening, reading and writing. Teaching learning material such as textbook, reference book, multimedia material, multilingual resource of the classroom and remedial teaching. On these topics there will be the 15 plus 15, 30 questions for the 30 marks. Now third, which section is nothing but the language second syllabus, and 30 questions are there, and out of them first we are divided 15 questions for the comprehension, same as the language first also, only language is different, other topics will be same as the language first. So you can understand, first 15 questions are depends on the comprehension, and second 15 questions are the depends on the pedagogy of the language development. Now let's move towards the next section, which is nothing but the mathematics syllabus for the 13 marks. In that, first 15 questions are bifurcated on the contents. Let's see which are the contents. The contents are geometry, shapes and spatial understanding, solid around us, numbers, addition, subtraction and multiplication, division, measurement, weight, time, volume, data handling, patterns and money. Okay, these are the contents. On these contents there will be the 15 questions for the 15 marks, and remaining 15 questions are depends on the pedagogical issues. In that, what will include? Nature of the mathematics or logical thinking, understanding children's thinking and reasoning patterns and strategies of the making meaning and learning, place of the mathematics in curriculum, language of the mathematics, community mathematics, valuation through formal and informal methods, problems of teaching, error analysis and related aspects of the learning and teaching, and diagnostic and remedial teaching. On that also 15 questions are there. Now fifth section is nothing but the environmental studies syllabus, which is for the 30 marks, and bifurcation of these 30 questions are nothing but the contents for 15 questions. In that, family and friends, relationships, work and play, animals, plants, food, shelter, water, whatever the needy things are there, that will be included in that. Travel, things we make and do, and remaining 15 questions are depends on the pedagogical issues. Concepts and scope of the EVS, significance of the EVS, integrated EVS, environmental studies and environmental education, and learning principles, also scope and relation to the science and social science, approaches of the presenting concepts, activities, experimentations or practical work, discussion, CCE, teaching material, aids and problems. These are regarding the fifth sections, which is nothing but the environmental studies of the your fifth section, environmental studies syllabus. Now I think it is clear to all the students, and I hope you will understand. And next video we will see the detailed syllabus, topic wise syllabus of the paper to do the study. All the very best.